On the Loads page, in order to add a new load, you simply click New Load here. You can either drag and drop your rate confirmation into this blue area here, or you can select Choose File. Then find your rate confirmation in your folder, open it, and simply wait a few seconds for AI to extract data from it. As you can see, it already extracted. All these fields are filled out right now. If any of them is empty, for example this one, Delivery Instructions is empty currently. That's because the rate confirmation did not have that data in it. Or in some rare cases, it was not able to find it and extract it properly. But all in all, after it's extracted, you may manually change, remove, or add anything. You should always throw a quick glance at everything to see if everything is correct. If it is, as you can see, this load has multiple stops. It had 2 pickups and 2 drops. So it recognized everything properly. Then after all of that is checked, I can simply select Create a Load. But before that, we need to select a driver. It will not let us save the load without a driver. And we need to choose a broker from a list. Usually the best way to do that is to enter their MC number. Since this is TA Logistics Broker, I have their MC number here. I just simply type it in or paste it in, select the broker, and that's it. I am done with this load. I can simply select Create Load. After a second or two, it will save it, and I'm good to go. As you can see, that load has showed up over here with the driver that I have assigned to it. The rate it was able to extract calculated all loaded miles, calculated as deadhead miles. And this load is right now accessible to the driver on his side. So the driver logs in on his side, he's able to see this load immediately. You do not have to send an email, rate confirmation. You don't have to take a screenshot of the rate confirmation to send to the driver. Everything is here. He's able to access it. When you open this load, you can see all load details at one place, including that rate confirmation that we uploaded when we created the load. So from here, we are able to click on View to open that rate confirmation and look at it. We can download it or remove it, or replace it for some reason if you need to replace it later on. The driver will see all these same things. You can also scan. He will be able to scan his paperwork after this load has been completed. So when the driver completes the load, he simply goes to the app and finds the load, opens it, scrolls down, then he can select the Scan Pod option. From here, he will be able to either scan using his camera on his device or select from Gallery. So if he selects from Gallery, let me show you an example. You can see here, if needed, you just adjust a little bit these corners or edges of the paperwork to make it look super nice. You could click Confirm. We glance over if it all looks fine, if it's readable, if it's ready to go. And if it is, we just click Looks Good. After that, we can add more pages, or we can add more pages right away by selecting more pictures that we upload at the same time. Then we click Save Pod. And after a few seconds, the pod has been saved. This load is now ready to be invoiced. In case the driver scans badly, or he does not adjust those corners correctly, and you see the pod does not look right. In this case, it looks fine. But in case it does not, you always have a backup because his original scanned images are uploaded right here. Every single time he uses the Scan Pod option and uploads the scanned version, original images will be uploaded with it as well. So if the driver has scanned improperly, you can always click here, download this image, and go back here to scan it yourself. Or you may as well use a third-party app to scan it, or something like that. Then you can also click on Upload Files here, and upload, for example, let's say this is a finished pod I have completed on a third-party app. I can just click Open. It's going to upload it as pod. As you can see, we have 2 files selected as pod. One is the rate confirmation. So this side uploads rate confirmations. This side, both of these fields, uploads paperwork. As we can see, all load details are at the same place. We can also click Navigate, which is going to open Google Maps to the exact address from that stop. We are able to click Directions and automatically have directions on our phone or on a tablet or any other device your driver might be using to quickly navigate to the next stop. Let me remove these. As you can see, those buttons are available for each stop. Also, without even opening the rate confirmation file, the driver is able to see every single detail about the load itself. From here, you are able, as the owner of the company, as a dispatcher, as accounting, or anyone else who has access to this load, to click on Edit Load and change any of the fields and save it that way. Okay, let's go back to Loads Management. This area over here that we can see is a Search, Filter, and Sort area. Here we have a search bar that we can use to search for any load that we have done in the past that's already in the database. For example, we want to find a load that a driver did a few months back, but it's not easy to find by scrolling all the way down. We can simply search it here. You can search by load number, by broker name, by any of the stops. For example, if you want to search for this load, it was delivering to Canton, Ohio. We can simply type in Canton, Ohio. That load and any other load that matches the search will show up as you can see here. We have a Clear All button that quickly clears all filters and all searches. And then we can search and filter by any of these. We can filter by status of the load, we can filter by a certain broker, we can filter by driver, we can filter by year, week, and so on. Also, we are able to group loads, for example, by week, by driver, by broker. In this case, it's already selected as week, and we can see loads are grouped by week. This is the only load for week 7, so that's the reason why there's only one load. Week 6 in this example had many more loads, and we can see all those loads grouped together over here. After every single grouping, group totals are available on the bottom. As you can see, it calculates number of loads, loaded miles, total deadhead, and also total gross and total average rate per mile. For example, if you don't want to scroll left and right like I'm doing right now, you may simply click on Compact. This will shrink down the table, making it much more usable for smaller screens like mine is right now. And from here, you are able to quickly edit loads, delete them, or export your loads in a spreadsheet format. You are also able to select which columns are shown on this table. If the table is still too wide for your screen, or you don't need to see all of these columns at every point in time, you may simply remove them from here. Let me, for example, remove Broker and click Done. Now my table is much narrower, and it does not contain broker names. But if I want to turn it back on, I just simply go back, select it again, click Done, and it's back. In the top section, we can always see totals based on our filters and our search as well. So if we filter only by a certain week, the totals on the top of the screen will change based on that week. For example, let me go to week 7. It will show me only the load from that week, and also all this data up here will correspond to that. And we can always quickly clear by clicking Clear All. Another thing that we have on the Loads page is when we click on Cards, we can see loads in this kind of system of small tiles or cards, as we call it. That would be it. Let us know if you have any questions.